Why do you never hear from some narcissistic individuals ever again? When it comes to narcissistic people, they tend to follow very similar patterns of behaviour. So they will go all out to love bomb you, to idolise you. They're deceiving you. And then once they've got you where they want you, they go all out to devalue you so that they can remain superior and in control over you. Once they've devalued you, they're going to go all out to find a replacement for you because you're no longer serving them. Yeah, if you think about leaving them beforehand or they still need you, they will offer that intermittent reinforcement to keep you hooked in the relationship. Once they find a new supply to replace you, is often when they will go all out to discard you. Once they've discarded you, they will usually smear your name so that they can play innocent in the entirety of the situation and pass all the blame onto you. And then when they've not got supply coming in elsewhere, they usually come for the hoover to suck you back into their games. However, with some narcissistic people, you might never hear from them again. Now, this doesn't mean that they're not smearing your name. It means that you are moving in completely different circles, completely different walks of life. So you don't hear what they're saying, which is good. And if you do meet up with any mutual acquaintances, you simply, neither of you, discuss the narcissistic person. So if one of you is seeing them and the other one isn't, you don't have to hear what they're saying about you. You don't know. And that's usually because the other person isn't ready to cut the narcissist off, but knows full well what the narcissist is like. Some narcissistic people never come back for the hoover. And it's all about control. It's all about the narcissist remaining in control of the situation. It's all about the narcissist believing that everything is their idea. Narcissistic people, if they think they lost and you won, it's their way to protect their ego. Because they'll just rewrite it in their head. You didn't win anything in the narcissist's mind. You're selfish, you're stubborn, you're awkward. You can't see how amazing they are. You can't see when you're onto a good thing. Therefore, you're the one that's missed out. You're the one that doesn't deserve them. That is how they write it in their own head. Protecting their own ego also prevents them from reaching out to you, because narcissistic people fear rejection. So if they believe that they've pushed you to the absolute limits and you're still thriving, the relationship is over and you are still pursuing your dreams, your hobbies, your personal success, they couldn't sink you. This will stop them from reaching out for fear of rejection from you, because they sell it in their own mind that you are the one who can't see how incredible they are. You are the one that can't recognise just how much they helped you get to where you are today. It's all thanks to them, but you're the one that doesn't appreciate them. You're the one that doesn't show them any gratitude. So they will still write it that it's your fault. Exposure. If you have exposed them, or if they fear you could expose them in any way, they will sulk off and play the victim to anybody who will pick up after them. And if they fear exposure, they don't particularly perceive their behaviour as in the wrong. They believe that other people's perceptions of their behaviour is in the wrong. And they believe that other people have taken your side, not that their behaviour was wrong. So if they've been lying and cheating and deceiving, it's not that that's wrong. It's that other people are looking badly on them. Other people have taken your side. Other people don't know what you're like, even though you've never cheated. So if they fear exposure, they will cut and run. And they are more than capable of cutting everybody off and moving in a whole new circle. Some narcissistic people will not only move from person to person, they will move from area to area, and they usually have the odd few flying monkeys or enablers that will stick by them. Narcissistic people need that attention, they need that validation. Reaching out puts them in a place of vulnerability, and they will avoid this if it threatens their facade of superiority. Narcissistic people don't reach out simply because they don't see themselves as the issue. They're not going to take responsibility for that part they play. They're not going to be held accountable. They don't want to make amends with you. They believe that you are the one that is in the wrong, and you should be one that's chasing them. You should be the one that's giving them attention. Now, sometimes for a narcissist, it can go drastically wrong for them because they simply didn't get what they wanted from you, so they fell silent on you, waiting for you to chase them. And then when you don't chase them, this puts them in a state of uncertainty. This is why some narcissistic people might return like nothing ever happened, because then they're not being vulnerable. Hey, how are you? Long time no see. Like nothing ever happened. Bring it up and watch how quickly they disappear on you again. But for some narcissistic people, they just went silent on you, expecting you to go running after them. And when you didn't, this shocked them. So you're not going to hear from them again because they expect you to chase them. Or they simply believe that the relationship will no longer serve them in any way. Even if they know that it will serve them, if you've exposed them, they take this as a betrayal. So they rewrite it in their own mind that you're not serving them, that you didn't appreciate them, that you don't care about them. Their sense of entitlement, they believe it's all about them. You should be the one chasing after them. And they hold a lot of grudges against others for the things they actually did to others. They hold a lot of resentment. They've informed so many people about how toxic and horrible and negative you are. They've smeared your name. They've got the enablers supporting them, that they can't then lose face by trying to hoover you back in, because then they'd feel that sense of shame. So they've smeared your name to others to a point where they can't let themselves hoover you. Even if you are doing so amazingly well without them and they're incredibly envious of you, they can't bring themselves to face you because of their shame. They don't feel guilty. They don't feel remorseful. They don't feel bad. They lack the empathy for that. They feel shame that they're not getting what they want from you. They feel shame that they've missed out. They feel envious of you. But they still blame you. They still make out that it was your fault and your problem because nothing's ever theirs. They are that fragile on the inside that they are always going to make out that they are the victim in the scenario. They're hard done to. That everyone's out to get them. So they will not come back to hoover you because they're looking to regain control and protect their ego. And when it comes to a narcissist, for them to do anything, they have to believe it's their idea or they're going to benefit in some way. Therefore, if you expose them in the right way, if you go no contact with them so they don't know anything about you, there's a good chance that you're doing things right, so they will not come back to you. And those who do might turn up 5-10 years down the line like nothing ever happened. They'll still try to sabotage you behind the scenes, yet because they're sabotaging you behind the scenes, smearing your name, that stops them from being able to come back for the hoover, because they don't want to feel that sense of shame from those that they've lied to about you. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers, and your continued support with the channel is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a couple of books out on Amazon: 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People If You Cannot Go No Contact, and a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse. Thank you very much for watching. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.